Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be going over Xpeng, what it did today, where I think it's heading, and ultimately, what I think Xpeng is going to do tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Now guys, before we get into this video, I'd like to remind you that I do have a free Discord server, link in the description below. We're super active, so if you need help, we're super active during the day, just hop in here and we'll be more than happy to help you. Let's get right to the video, let's talk about Xpeng, and let's go over what it did today. Now, if you watched Xpeng, it was pretty much a lackluster day compared to Neo. We all knew that Neo was going to pump up on today, and that's exactly what it did. Now, looking at Xpeng, what did it do? Well, as you can see, it's down $1.13. We're right at close, but the important thing what Xpeng did that was good was that it held this level right here. It held the 43.69 level. I talked about my previous Xpeng video that as long as we hold this 43.60, 43.70 level, that we would be okay on Xpeng. Yes, we got rejected here at 48.06 on Friday. I mentioned that in the video, saying that ultimately, if we're bullish, we need to get above that. But I said as long as we held this 43.69 support, we were going to be okay on Xpeng. And good thing is, we didn't fall beneath it. We held it today, and that's what you wanted to see. Now, we did try to push up to $47, and we got rejected this morning. So if you've been watching Xpeng, you probably got excited this morning thinking, hey, this stock's really about to go for it, really about to push up. But instead, it just pulled back and just sold off for the rest of the day. Neo was kind of the same way. We pushed up in the morning, but we were still green on Neo overall. With Xpeng, though, we pushed up, and we weren't able to hit that level. I do like, though, like I mentioned before, that Xpeng held this level right here. So going into tomorrow's session, what am I looking at? Where do I think it's heading? Well, since we held this level here at 43.70, 43.69, I do think we are bullish. Now, if we get below it, then definitely we're probably heading back to this range right here at 40.29. But ultimately, we haven't gotten below it yet, so there's no need to panic. There's no need to worry. So let me draw it out, and we're going to talk about some scenarios that it could possibly do. So the first scenario is that, one, we hold the level like we're doing now, and then we push up to resistance. So that's this first scenario. The second scenario is that we do the same thing, but then we push right by it. So that's obviously the bullish one. That's the one that you want to see. Now, the third scenario is the one that you don't want to see. It's the one where we fall below support. So obviously, if you're bullish on Xpeng tomorrow and going in for the rest of the week, you honestly want it to hold this area and get above 48.06. Now, if we get below it, like I said, we'll most likely head to 40.29, and you don't want to see that, especially if you're bullish on Xpeng. So going to tomorrow's session, guys, 43.60, 43.70. That range, it needs to stay above. Now, I know the market is taking a little bit of pullback right now. We're watching it, to the right. You can see my watch list. The NASDAQ is pulling back. SPA's pulling back. But as you can see, Xpeng is still holding strong. We're still holding this level. Now, let's say Tuesday is a super green day, and then we push above $48. We push above it, and then we get above it. Well, I'd be looking for a retest and then some continuation. So bullish case, we finally get back above 48.06. We pull back, confirm it, and then continue that uptrend. Now, that's the super bullish case on Xpeng. We're going to have a lot of buyers to come in for that. But if you were looking to get an Xpeng right now and you wanted to take the trade, what would it look like? Well, we're right at support, and you guys know that's where I like to buy at. So if I were to take the Xpeng trade right now, I'd honestly keep my stop loss very tight on this one. I'd have it at probably 42.24. Yeah, I'd have it that tight. I'd stop out, then look to get back right here. Now, if you're holding Xpeng for shares, then I've mentioned this several times before. Don't panic. There's no reason for you to worry. Xpeng in the long term, I think, is going to be fine. But if you're definitely watching Xpeng for the long term, you still need to keep in mind this trend that it's doing. So we sold off back here, right? We've been bleeding off. This can be seen as a reversal. Now, what are we doing with the reversal? Well, we're pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back. So if you're bullish on Xpeng long term, you don't need it to break this level right here. If it breaks 40.29, then we're no longer in this little uptrend that we're trying to do. Right now, we're making higher lows, so that's still bullish. We're doing it right here. So if we can tomorrow push up, return past this level and get above it, then we're still on this uptrend. So right now, we can say that we're uptrending, but we really don't need to get any lower than this level, especially any lower than this level. Then we won't be making that uptrend pattern anymore. So that's the level you also need to look out for Xpeng in that pattern that we are making. Either way, I'm still bullish on Xpeng if we can hold that level. Thank you guys for tuning in the video. I remind you once again to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. And also, check out the free Discord, completely free. We're here to help you out. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video.